Hi guys, so last time we managed to make a fire object as well as the barrel, and now the last remaining obstacle for our player is the frog object, which we can avoid or attack with a slingshot. So now we'll create a frog.
Locate game objects. Add game object. Add game object. New game name. Caps F cap R O G.
So the frog object is going to behave pretty much in the same way as the barrel and fire regarding in the periodical event. It's going to slowly progress downwards to the player.
Z0 Z080.
We'll start at Z80 as all the other objects do.
New delay 0 delay dot 05
0.05 like the rest. We'll submit that right now just so I can copy the events from the other objects, from the barrel and the fire.
New submit. Add comment on frog 8 of 12 level 1 of fire.
So if I just copy the creation event from the fire and change the play audio name.
Event subtract Z by 1. Used in set X to spawn X. Play fire positionally at 1 volume. List set X to and copy actions. Meta frog. Event. Drop paste actions. Tree view. Play fire positionally at 1 volume. Drop edit action. Tree view. Frog 8 of 12. Drop edit action. Audio form audio name fire. Caps lock F cap R O G. For submit. List. Set play frog positionally at 1 volume. Use barrel. Fire.
Okay.
Use periodical.
And we can also copy the periodical event.
Used events list. Subtract Z by 1. If local variable Z is less than 0, Z destroy self. And if it's a destroy set destroy and destroy. Drop delete copy actions. List barrel frog. Tree barrel event. Periodical. Drop paste actions. Tree it subtract Z by 1. If local variable Z is less than 0, Z destroy self. And if.
Okay, that's the creation and periodical copied. And now we just need the audio finished.
Fire. Collision. Used events
oh, sorry,
list. Collision.
If it collides with elvin.
If currently colliding with elvin object, create a fire hit that object. And if drop it copy actions. If frog fire drop tree view frog 8
I'll
of
just
12
change
level
the
1.
create fire hit to create frog hit, which we haven't created the object yet, but
and
we will.
Create a fire hit that object. Edit action. For object fire hit that unselected. I selected F cap R G H I D. Force with list create a frog and if create a frog hit that object.
Great, now we'll just make the frog hit, which we can copy the barrel or fire hit to do that.
If barrel hit. Tree drop copy item. Game objects. Drop set paste item. Barrel hit. Left submit name. Object prop cap G.
Okay, so we've copied the barrel hit object and changed its name to frog hit.
Order creation. Used event delete all other game objects. Play barrel hit at 1 volume. Drop edit action. For audio name.
Change barrel hit to frog hit.
For submit.
Audio.
With lip. Use audio finished. Used events list.
On
Creation
audio
not
finished.
selected. Audio finished not selected.
It'll just create the main menu and destroy self as it should do. I'll just double check that I've got the audio names right.
Elvin. Create. Used events up. Create. Main map. Used events. Load audio from with file audio. Load audio from hit with file audio from hit.org.
Yep. Okay, so that now makes the frog behave pretty much the exact same as the fire, but we want something a little bit different this time. We also want the frog to be able to be hit by the slingshot.
Load audio. Elvin. Button 1 pressed. Used events list. Creation not button 2 pressed. Button 2 pressed.
So you can see in the elvin object we already have a play slingshot sound if we press button 2.
Audio finished.
So what we now want to do is make the frog be destroyed if button 2 is pressed while we are in the same lane as the frog. But we also want to make sure it only happens at the end of the audio when the slingshot has finished. So the thing we're going to need is we're going to need a frog killed audio object.
Left press main game objects. Left drop add game object. New game object. Cap RG. Space. Caps lock K. Caps lock I. LLED.
And what we're going to have to do here is we're going to have to make it created at the point in which the frog was hit. So this object will get created on top of the frog. Where the frog is destroyed, this object will be created. And we'll have to do that with using some variables. These variables will store the frog's location, and then in the creation event of this action, we'll load those coordinates in.
Add action. New open.
So what we'll do is we'll set X and we'll set Z both to, we'll call it kill X and kill Z, which will be our variables to store where the kill happened.
New X coordinate. X coordinate. Cap K. Cap I. LL. Cap X. Caps. New submit. Add action. Pressed. New open. Set Z. Set what? Set Z. New then cap K. Cap I. LL. Caps. Then new with add action button.
So there we go. On this creation event, we set X and we set Z to kill X and kill Z. And then after that, we will play audio frog killed.
Pressed. Open. Set up. Set play positional audio. Sound. Sound cap RG cap LED.
Frog killed.
Volume edit 1. News. Event creation.
And then on audio finish, destroy self.
Audio finished. Delete and new apply. Open. Close. Destroy self. New submit. Add action. Submit. Tree view. Game Sonus GDE v2.1.8.
There we have it. So we have a frog killed, pretty much a sound effect, really. Okay, I think what the best thing would be to do is after the audio finished on the slingshot, we'll create a little invisible object that will travel forward to collide with the frog, pretty much the bullet of the slingshot, although it won't have a sound effect. And then when that collides with the frog, it will destroy the frog and create a frog killed object in its place. So let's just create
frog make game objects.
A bullet object.
Add game object. Name caps lock B cap U L E T.
And what the bullet object will do is simply create itself at Elvin's coordinate and then travel forward about 100 coordinates and then destroy itself.
New open. Delay edit 0.05 event periodical add action new add Z in sub 1 new add action pressed new open in condition begin condition cap Z.
So we've increased Z by 1, and if Z
greater equals
greater or equal than
check variable condition set condition 100 used events in an action pressed event act but new act destroy self new act pressed new in condition end increase Z by 1 list increase Z by 1 if local variable Z is greater or equal to 100 then destroy self end if,
and that will be our bullet.
Cap submit.
Oh, we need to create it in the right lane as well.
Create
just submit that action, that object for now, because I can't remember if we store Elvin's coordinates already.
Used events list. Right pressed. Left pressed.
No, we don't.
Up pressed.
So let's make a global variable.
Edit drop global variable. List is jumping. New variable. New variable. Caps lock E cap L V R N N E caps L V R N caps X caps lock up value. Edit blank. 2 0. Submit.
So we're going to make two variables called well, actually we only need to make elvin X actually. So we're just going to make elvin X, which is currently a value of 20 because that's where you start in the game, in the middle lane.
New variable but closes the win. Use Sonus play run subtract X by 10. Left press.
And then in the elvin left and right pressed events, we're going to set elvin X to elvin's X coordinate.
N play run left list move add action. Add open add subset local add submulti set global variable. Variable. Variable caps E cap L V I N. Cap X. Caps lock. Value caps X. Caps lock. New submit. With anac pause on set global variable elvin x to x. List set low drop copy actions.
And copy action and put it in the right pressed as well.
Right pressed. Use put drop it paste tag. Used events play set global variable elvin x to x. Bullet.
And then on our bullet object,
Tree event.
on creation,
Anac open. Set x. New x coordinate. X cap E cap L cap E cap sub. Used event. Set x to elvin x.
brilliant. So now we have a bullet that will get created. We haven't made it get created yet, but when it is created it will set itself to the last recorded x coordinate of elvin, and then it will continue to project forward for 100 coordinates, and then on the frog object we'll check if it hits.
Elvin. Tree view. Bullet 10 on 15 level 1. Elvin 3 on 15 level 1.
For now though, let's make it so the bullet fires forward, like we create the bullet.
Button 2 pressed. Used events list. Button 2 pressed.
So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to
right pressed. Button 2 pressed.
I'll create the button on button 2 pressed. I just don't know if I want to create it at the end of the audio or just play it when the audio starts. So for now I'm just going to create it.
An action. Close act wide create on new game object. Game on cap UET. Submit. An action play slingshot at 1 volume. Create a bullet not that object.
So that'll create our bullet when we press number 2.
Frog. Tree view. Fire. Use collision. Used events list. Collision.
Okay, and now on the frog collision event, what we're going to want to do is we want to make it so if colliding with bullet, set the x and z coordinates for kill x and kill z of the frog, and then create a frog killed object, and then destroy the frog object.
Moves an action. An action open. Position set. Condition begin. Open. Call.
So condition begin if colliding.
Condition settings. Cap B cap ULET
with bullets.
Submit. An action button. Use the an action pressed. An act open. Destroy set. Add some multiply the set global variable. New variable. Variable cap I L caps X caps X caps lock off.
Kill X to X.
Menu submit. You delete an action. An action. An act. No. Act. Pay position indicates the current vertical position and can be position set global variable. New variable. Variable cap I L cap Z caps lock. Value caps lock Z caps lock. New submit. You anac set global variable kill Z to Z. Delete anac pressed. Sonus open. At position. This create object. New game object. Get cap cap R G A caps cap R E D. Sub anac pressed. New O. Ac. Destroy self. New sub it's anac pressed. Sonus new open. Condition end. New submit. You set if currently colliding with list. If currently colliding with a bullet object. Set global variable kill X to X. Set global variable kill Z to Z. Create a frog kill dot that object. Destroy self. End if.
And that should do what we need it to do. So we can now run. Oh, we can't run test.ix. Now we need to actually add to the obstacle controller the ability to make frog objects.
Obstacle controller. Tree periodical. Used events list periodical. Not a randomly set local variable random item to between 1 and 2.
So if you remember before, we set a random item variable between 1 and 2, and that dictated which object was going to get made, a barrel or fire. So now we've got 3 objects. We'll change that to between 1 and 3.
Drop edit action. End if max form edit submit. 3. Set list. Random if local randomly set local variable random item to between 1 and 3.
And then
if
we
local
will copy.
variable if end if not selected. End if local variable random item equals 2 then. Create a fire not that object. End if. Drop and delete copy actions. List if drop paste action. List if local variable random item equals if local variable random item drop
if it equals 3.
Submit. Wind and if local variable random item equals 3, then create a fire.dat object.
We'll change that to frog.
Drop edit action. Of fire.dat unselected. Object cap G. For submit. List create a create a fire.dat object.
Okay, let's see how that works.
So run. List create a frog.dat object. Debug mode. Close debug mode button. Debug mode 1.
Reloading.
Okay, that time we ran into an issue because we couldn't find the kill X variable.
Game edit drop. So the list is jumping. Value false not selected 1 of 3.
Because we haven't made them.
New variable. New name. Cap value. Zin submit. New variable pressed. Delete category. Cap value. New variable category. Kill X value 0. Kill Z value 0.
Okay.
Close. Used in frog kit. Audio used in audio finished.
That
Frog
should.
Frog tree period used in set global variable kill X to X. Set global variable kill Z to Z. Use frog kit. Load L frog kill. In creation. Used in set X to kill X.
That should be better this time.
Obstacle controller. Tree view.
Testing purposes.
Used in periodical. Used it randomly set local variable random item to between 1 and 3.
I'm just going to set that to between 3 and 3, so it'll only ever produce 3, so we should only ever get frogs.
Drop edit action. For min value, min format, submit. Run. List randomly set local variable random item to between 3 and 3. Make it run. Debug
Start
mode.
game.
Close debug menu. Debug mode. 1.
Reloading.
One. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2.
Loading.
Okay, that didn't
Start
seem to
game.
be playing positionally to me.
Close debug mode. Press Sonus GDE on stick. Elvin. Make frog. Barrel fire on frog. Event creation. Used in play frog positionally at 1 volume.
But it is set to play positionally, which means that most likely the audio file itself is a stereo audio file rather than a mono audio file. So I'm just going to change that now.
So minim.
Loading.
Debug mode.
Start game.
1.
Reloading.
D. 2. A. 2. A. 2.
Okay, and there we have it, a runner game with 3 obstacles, a barrel, fire and frog. A frog that we can shoot, fire we must avoid, and barrels that we can jump over. Hope this has been helpful, and thank you for watching.